Yo, welcome to Top 5 Stock Bets of the Day. It's a show where we analyze the top 5 trading stocks and bet on whether they close green or red tomorrow. Before we get started, let's go over our results from yesterday. So yesterday was a pretty good day. We actually went up a lot. So if you look at our chart here, we were at 1360 the day before, and now we're at 1936. We won $600 profit just yesterday. And where did that come from? We won the Apple closes red. We won 58 from that. We won 72 from Walmart closing green. We won 41 from Bank of America closing green as well. Unfortunately, we did lose Nvidia and Coinbase. That was kind of unfortunate because the overall market kind of bounced near the last 2 hours near market close, so it was out of our control. All right, and the most important one though is that we bet SPY closes red today, and it did. We bet 900 and we won $600 overall profit. Very nice. I was being kind of nervous near the end because SPY almost closed green because it was still down 0.7%, but this end of the market push kind of scared me. I thought I was going to go green, and thankfully we did close lower than yesterday. So anyway, let's get started. Number one is going to be Tesla. Tesla again. So earlier, in a previous video, we said if it did break this $1,000 support, then there's a lot of room for it to fall, right? And guess what? It did, and now it's at its next support at 950. And luckily today, near around 2 p.m., the overall market just turned. If you look at SPY, if you look at QQQ, a lot of buyers came in, right? And luckily for Tesla, that was very nice because before that, if you look at the candle here, we were all the way down here at 930, right? If we closed at 930, then we definitely would have gone to 900 because there's no other near-term support. So the fact that a lot of buyers came in near the end of the market and pushed us all the way above the previous resistance at 950, we closed right above this point. So you see that in the market, in the beginning of the market, they try to break through this 950 support, 950 support, right? And then it couldn't, and then it fell down, and the buyers came in, and we look at this: two bullish engulfing candles piercing through the previous support. This shows a lot of momentum, a lot of buyers, and this gives a lot of confidence that 950 is going to be the near-term support, and that we're aiming for a bounce. And that's why we're going to bet that Tesla closes green tomorrow. All right, where's Tesla? Here's Tesla. All right, we actually already bet this actually. If you, we bet this earlier today. So you see here on Wednesday today. Today is actually Tuesday, but we're betting for Wednesday, right? So we're betting that on Wednesday Tesla closes green tomorrow. If it closes green, we're going to get an 85% net return on our investment. All right. That's number one. Number two, let's go to Amazon. So Amazon, also we're going to bet that Amazon closes green because it also benefited from this end of day, midday end of day push from the bulls, right? So why we're buying Amazon is also because we are also went above the previous resistance. This key level at 3380, as you see, it's been hit here as well, a little bit here, a little bit here. So now today we barely closed it as well, right? And also the most important part of this is that we actually had a nice body, right? If you look at the Qs, for example, this is just a wick, right? This is mostly just a wick, very small body. Whereas for Amazon, it has a big body, and actually our open today was actually higher. Our close today was actually higher than the open, right? And that's why I see a green candle here, even though it could close lower than yesterday. So this is a pretty solid support. Same reason for Tesla. We're going to be buying for the bounce tomorrow, and then we're going to bet Amazon closes green. And we actually did bet this on this already. As you see here, we bet Amazon 100. The Amazon closes green tomorrow. We get 85% net return if we close green. All right, number three. Let's go to Alibaba. All right, so Alibaba. The joke is it just keeps going down, and guess what? Yep, it just keeps going down. But even though the overall downtrend is a downtrend, it keeps going down, it doesn't mean there's going to be some short-term bounces, some short-term recoveries, right? As you see here, there's a lot of green candles in here as well, even though the overall that move is downwards. And that's why, and that's the same reason why we're going to bet Alibaba actually closes green tomorrow, right? If you take a look at here, it's a pretty obvious bull flag formation. We have a huge bullish engulfing candle here, test, and then A, B, C, D formation. Next, we found support at 120, and then another bullish engulfing candle for the next leg up. And if you look at the MACD here, the momentum is also turning. We're going from red to green, and you see previously, when it transitions from red to green, there's going to be a lot of upwards momentum. right? Especially with this, this bull flag formation and this bullish engulfing candle, it looks pretty good to us. So we're gonna bet that BABA closes green tomorrow. All right, and we actually did this already as well. BABA, we bet 100 that BABA closes green tomorrow. We get 88.44% return, net return if you are correct. All right, number four is AMD. And AMD, same reason, right? So except earlier in the day, it actually tried to go up, or even as you saw from the overall market, the market tried to go down when it opened. But AMD, like BABA, actually opened going straight up instead of going down, right? And where's the AMD? All right, it's the AMD, and it went down a little bit intraday, and then the intraday end of day push from the overall market brought it back up again, right? So that's why I see this pretty beautiful candle here. And then again, on the recovery days, you want to see a large body and small wick. So the overall market is kind of bearish still, but AMD itself actually looks kind of bullish, right? And then if you consider other great chip companies like Nvidia, right, it's the same kind of thing, right? It found support around this region and it's bouncing. However, if you look at some weaker semiconductor companies like Micron, which went down 1.5% today, it didn't benefit from the end of the day push, right? This is a graveyard candle. This looks pretty bearish. We might actually short this and bet that it closes red tomorrow. But that's not the point. The point is AMD is very, very strong relative to its industry and it's closing green. So that's very, very bullish. Even though its industry is going down, the individual stock AMD itself is very strong and has a lot of buyers. So we're gonna bet the AMD. We didn't bet this yet, so we're gonna do it live. AMD 100. So right now the overall market on StockBet.io is kind of leaning towards red, but we're gonna bet it closes green tomorrow. We get 92.17% return if you are correct. All right. And lastly, for AMC, after AMD is AMC. We probably should have done AMC before AMD if you're going for alphabetical reason, but whatever. For AMC, so again, same story. It's been crashing lately. AMC and GME, these meme stocks are just falling off a cliff recently. However, right, like if you look at GME charts, even more pronounced. Today we had a first huge relief rally for what, like a couple weeks of straight just downward pressure. We finally have some relief. And what's even better is that, well, AMG, GME, they're like the same stock anyway. If you look at the volume today was high, right? So usually when you see a relief rally, it's kind of low volume. For example, here, right, these candles are kind of low volume. So you're not really you're kind of unsure because there wasn't a lot of volume there that day. So maybe it went up because the low volume and a lot more buyers. That's why it drifted up a lot. But today there was a lot of transactions, right? A lot of transactions. And yet it still went all the way up. It went up 5.5% today. It's a huge relief rally, right? So when I see a huge bullish engulfing candle like this with a huge body and on one of the highest volumes in the past month, I see a lot of support here, a lot of buyers here. Have we finally found bottom? I think so. And that's how we're going to bet that AMC closes green tomorrow. All right. Where's AMC? AMC should be in meme stocks. Yes. All right. Right. The market is still 50-50, but it's pretty obvious to us. At least AMC closes green tomorrow. We get 89.38% return if you are correct. All right. So that's all the 5 bets we are taking today on StockBet. Again, just to emphasize, StockBet.io is a binary options exchange that is currently in alpha in development. We are taking users mainly for feedback purposes, but please use at your own risk because we are not yet regulated yet. We're currently in the process of working with regulators. We'll be officially regulated in a few months, but you can still sign up and help us test out the system, and the system is fully functional as well. All right, if you have any questions, let us know, and I'll see you next time.